roller skating. Not only is it a great day night activity, it's a great form of exercise as well. Did you know that roller skating for 1 hour will burn 482 calories? That's just about how many calories there are in a McDonald's hamburger with small fry. Roller skating is not only great for the legs, but for the lungs and heart too. Plus, you look really cool doing it. I've been roller skating ever since I was a young child at the age of 5. But for the last 3 years, I've been roller skating even more frequently, perfecting my technique at the rink or out in the streets. And over the last 3 summers, I've skated over 100 miles. Today I'm going to teach you some beginner roller skating techniques that will be a foundation for more tricks you can learn on your own, or just help you improve overall as a roller skater. And once you've learned these tips and tricks, you'll be able to impress anyone at the roller rink. Before you can learn to skate, you'll need skates of your own. Even if Starlight was open right now, trust me, you'd want your own pair of skates. So stores don't commonly carry roller skates on the shelf, so we'll have to order online. Now that you've got your skates, let's get them on. One of the first things you can learn on roller skates is how to go up and down stairs. There's 3 methods in which I like to do so. The first method is the toe stop method. So when you're going up the stairs, you're walking on your toes and you're leaning into the step. You're staying off of your wheels so you don't roll backwards, and then you just step into it going upwards, like that. If you want to go downstairs using the toe stop method, go backwards. The step isn't long enough for you to go down forward with using your toe stop, so you need to go backwards. Lean forward into the step. The second method for going up and down stairs on roller skate is the sideways crossing over method. So you just go sideways and cross your legs over, and that way you get all the support you need. With this technique, it's also nice to have a side rail, but it's okay if you don't have that, because you can also always step down on your toe stop to get that support and balance. The third method to get up and down steps on roller skates is the duck walk method. So you just walk with your toes pointed out, kind of like a duck, and you just kick into the step. Kick, 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 kick. This one you don't need to do toe stops or anything. Going down, kicking your heel into the step is definitely a little bit harder. Now that we've found a nice flat surface to practice on, let's learn to skate. Alright, getting started, the first tip is to bend your knees, just like we did when we were on the stairs. Bending your knees will give you a lower center of gravity, and that'll help keep you upright. When you're bending your knees, you want to lean forward. The second tip to roller skating is to have your feet pointed out in a V shape, just like with our duck walk we did earlier on. If your feet are parallel to each other, when you try to go forward, you won't cover any ground. Whereas if your feet are pointed out, then you will be able to go forward. Alright, so now that we learned to bend our knees and keep our toes pointed out, now it's time to learn how to start going forward. So you can't skate with both your feet on the ground at the same time. You're going to need to pick one up at a time. It's just a matter of shifting your weight from one foot to the other foot. So we're going to stand with our toes pointed out, and then we're just going to push forward and glide. Push forward and glide. Push, glide. Practice with this motion of going forward until you feel more comfortable and like you can go faster. Alright, so now that you're more comfortable going forward, now we're going to learn how to stop. To stop, you use your toe stops. But you don't use both toe stops at the same time. Because if you use them both at the same time, you'll probably fall forward or backward. So when you're ready to stop, put all your weight on one foot, then pick up the other foot and drag it behind that foot. So if I'm going forward, I just pick up and drag. So hopefully you're feeling pretty good about going forward and stopping now, but unfortunately things don't always go to plan, and sometimes you'll fall. Falling on roller skates is no fun, but it's inevitable. While it is unavoidable, there's things you can do to lessen the force from which you fall. So when you feel out of control, squat down low. Because when you squat down low, you'll fall from a shorter distance rather than if you were falling from all the way up here. So when you feel out of control, think, oh no, drop it low. Because falling happens a lot, you will want to have knee pads. Knee pads help prevent scrapes from all the falls that you might take. Now, if you're starting to feel more advanced, you can move on to something a bit harder and more showy. Bubbles, braiding, and crossovers. These are 3 moves that you can do to make you seem like an even more advanced skater. So with bubbles, you're going to bend your knees like we always do in roller skating, and I'm going to be bringing my feet together, out, together. And my feet will come in a shape like a bubble, like this. So I start with my feet together, I bring them out, and I bring them together. This is a really good exercise to strengthen your core and your thigh muscles, which are used a lot when roller skating. Okay, after bubbles, there's braiding. Braiding is basically bubbles, but you're crisscrossing your feet like this, and then they alternate each time, so it looks like you're braiding. Crossovers are actually a really simple concept, and they really help with turns. It's just a matter of shifting your weight from one foot to the other. So you start with your legs together, you put all your weight on your left foot, and then you pick up your right foot and cross it over. Now with your right foot in front, you put all your weight on your right foot, and then pick up your left foot, bringing it behind and putting it right next to your right foot. And that's all there is to it. One last thing to take you from a beginner skater to a more experienced skater would be jumps. So for jumps, we're going to start out in the grass because it's softer, and we're just going to practice that motion of bending our knees, jumping up, and landing, bending our knees so that we can absorb the jump. So now that we're advancing back to the concrete, I'm going to definitely want to have my knee pads on for this part, just because there is going to be falling for the first few times you try it. But it's the same exact motion of down, up, down. The concrete's really hard, so it's going to push back on you. So you really need to bend your knees to absorb the bounce. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. If you're too stiff, you won't get any air, and you will probably lose your balance. Depending on how advanced you're feeling, you can take that concept of a jump, down, up, down, to a 180. Down, up, rotate, backwards. We've now gone over all the basics to roller skating. Now, with these simple skills, you can show off to your friends at the roller rink. Get on out there, buy some skates, and practice. It's fun, it's a great form of exercise, and for those of you like me who might not have their license yet, it's a great form of transportation. You might surprise yourself with what you can do with skates. Later, skaters, let's roll out.